Compadres podcast. Compadre, how are you doing today?
All right, me decimeo duro hora de la noche. Hora de la mañana.
Oh, that's a rough day, bro. How about yourself, partner? How are you doing over here?
Now compared to that, doing good, man, doing good. My son, I woke up to his phone call telling me to pick him up from school because he's 2 pounds overweight and his wrestling match is right now in a couple hours at 5. So he's at home with a little plastic bag on, just pedaling away, trying to lose those pounds. So yeah, it's been a good day. Good morning.
Dude, isn't that wild? Like wrestlers, they go through that thing where it's different than any other sport. Like that's the hardest sport, bro. They gotta cut weight, they don't sleep. These guys freaking do athletic stuff like freaking.
The cutting weight he hasn't had to do a lot, but I tell all the kids, like my thing is like I tell all the kids like join wrestling because you square up against another man. Like in football, like it's a whole team against that team.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know,
yeah, straight up.
wrestling is just me and you. And there's no running from it. So you gotta face your nervousness, your fear, and your anxiety, and boom.
What's the mental game? The one-on-one, the eye.
Yeah,
the eye,
exactly.
The stare down.
Exactly. All of it.
How you come in too, man. Whether you go fast, you freaking come on. It's like it's mad respect for the game, bro.
I'll wait.
And hey, this week in review, bro. Straight up, great week, bro. Hey, today we get to do compadres. Hey, man, our guest today in studio. Super excited. Got his album dropping, bro. Coming up this very day, bro, at midnight. Isn't that
today at midnight?
Tonight,
yes,
yeah.
Bro, tonight at
Oh,
midnight.
I didn't even realize that.
So,
Okay.
in a few hours, actually.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Hey, Mark Berry, ladies and gentlemen. Mark, how you doing, bro?
How you doing, man? Good. Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for coming out here, bro.
Yeah.
Dropping your album tonight, bro. Hey, man, come on. How does it feel?
Man, it's been a long time coming, you know. Just been doing music for a long time, but, you know, I finally, took my head out of my ass and got to business. And finally started doing it. So,
Heck yeah,
excited, man. Excited.
Now, an album is such an awesome, it's such an awesome effort, bro. How long did it take you to bring everything together, bro?
You know, with the songwriting and everything, it's probably been about 4 or 5 years in the making. Just, you know, it's the first one. I didn't really know how to go about it. It's just, you know, learning as you go. But as far as, you know, like studio production, that took about a year. So the songwriting was probably gathering the songs together, and that's probably what took the longest. You know, which songs are gonna go on the album, which songs are gonna make it, which songs are not gonna make it. You know, and from then on, it's just, you know, putting them together, playing them live, like test driving them live, and then we're like, yeah, we like that song, so we're gonna throw it on the album. So we got an 8-song album coming out tonight at midnight. It's gonna be dropping on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, all stream platforms, YouTube, TikTok. So just look up Mark Berry Band, and you'll be able to find it there. So.
Doing cowboy shit.
Yes, sir.
Doing cowboy shit. Yeah. I dig that title.
Thanks, man.
Heck yeah.
That's a title?
No. That's it's kind of like a slogan of the band. It's like a hashtag of the band.
That's what's up.
You know,
Doing cowboy shit.
You know, it was actually brought up by our drummer, and you know, he was, you know, real big into, you know, he had a horse for a while, and he had 2 horses. You know, he was breaking it, and you know, just, you know, that means like training it, and you know, getting ready to ride it. He started riding for a while, and I grew up on a farm, on a ranch, so I've been riding and roping my whole life, you know. So when he said doing cowboy shit, and I'm like, yeah, that fits. Let's throw it on our one of our logos. So
that's pretty cool. And when you look at that, man, and you look at your album right now, what is your album called?
All on Our Own.
All on Our Own.
It's called All on Our Own. That means, you know, like, and none of the songs are named All on Our Own. It's just something that meant something to me and the guys, because nobody really helped us. You know, we didn't have sponsors. You know, there's bands out there, you know, and more power to them, you know, because it's a game of money, and really in the business, I'm sure, as y'all understand how it goes. If you don't have money, you can't do really much, you know. So we did it all on our own. We didn't have any sponsors. We didn't have any help from anybody, you know. Everything we did was in-house on our own, you know. So we played the parts. We we were the musicians. I mean, I hired out musicians, but we had to pay them out of our own pocket. We financed stuff. So we put ourselves in the hole, and we're digging ourselves out with every show. We're clawing our way back up. It's just all on our own. Pretty much that's what it is, and that's why we named it that, and we're proud of the product that we have.
So what gives you the passion to create an album like this, man? What brought you to it, man? What are these pieces that make up the album?
Music's always been a part of my life, and I grew up playing music, and it's weird because people always ask me, "Do you come from a musical family?" And not really. My uncle played music. He played guitar. He actually wrote some of the songs on my album. So shout out to my uncle Paul. He's helping my dreams come true as well. He's written 3 of the songs that are on the album. He's written 3 songs. He's written more songs that are going to come out on later albums and later songs that we're going to release. But I started playing piano like at 3 years old. Didn't stick with it. I should have stuck with it because imagine how good I'd be of a piano player if I've been playing now since I was 3 years old, 30 years, man. Look, but I didn't stick with it, so now I just dabble here and there. But I've grew up listening to country music with my dad, and that's why I'm a big Alan Jackson fan. George Strait, Mark Chestnut, Marty Robbins, all the old guys, and then even the older guys too, like Marty Robbins is back from the 50s, 60s, 70s. Yeah, bangers. Nothing but bangers. Man.
Hey,
nothing
I
but bangers.
got to eat at that cafe, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's a real place.
That's awesome.
Open.
Yeah.
Really cool, man. Had some shows out there. But what do you share with us more about your album? What are the pieces in that puzzle, like we're saying?
Man, so it's basically we just traditional country ensemble, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums, fiddle, steel guitar, and one song has like piano.
What's your favorite?
My favorite song
From the album, yeah.
My favorite song from the album is probably a song called "Runaway Together." And it's one that my uncle wrote.
Together?
"Runaway Together," yeah. It's yeah, like your shirt. Run away together.
We're getting it together, bro.
Yeah, we're doing it together.
Take this little code right here. Buy this shit.
For $25.95.
Yeah, there you go. And it's just the way that it sounds. It just reminds me of the music that I used to listen to with my dad. Just like straight, just '90s country feel, and that's probably why it's my favorite. Just the sound that we were able to create. On fiddle, I got my buddy Mr. Adam Hill from San Antonio. He plays with Josh Abbott Band and some other big artists. He's played a lot. And then our steel player, well, he's not ours, but the guy that was on the tracks, his name is Travis Toy. He's out of Tennessee.
When you say steel, what do you?
The pedal steel. So it's the instrument that sounds like it's crying, like that. Like.
Oh, that's the one that's like on a table, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so man, he's one of the best steel players in the world. He's played with Steve Wariner, Rascal Flatts. He's on tour with Luke Bryan. So we were really blessed to have him, cut a few of our songs. So,
Wow, that's cool.
so yeah, it's just this whole thing has just been it's been crazy. But I'm kind of glad that it's over. Not over,
It's
but
just beginning, it's dropping.
no, it's just the beginning. But I'm kind of glad that
This phase.
the process is already done. Like it's a relief off my shoulders. You know what I mean? It's not, oh man, when's it gonna drop, or when am I gonna have enough songs, or when are we gonna write something?
You're finally there.
Yeah, like it's a very stressful time, and now it's a relief. Like, oh, we did it, and I mean, this, like you said, this is not the end at all. This is just the beginning. Hopefully this takes us to new heights. And,
I want to ask about the original musicians. Who brought this group together? Or was it you, the lead guy, that brought people together? Is it 3 guys, 4 guys? Like us, we brought each other for. I mean, I know Omar for comedy. This guy is a Texas dad, 9x6.
Mm-hmm.
What brought you back? What brought you into the group? Who said we got to do this group? here from the valley, we're gonna do English country only. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
So I want to know more about who brought the group together.
So
who's the pusher? Who's the one?
Yeah.
Pushing?
This goes back to
Who brought us together?
I used to tour with this other Texas country band, from the valley, and then he left. And my guitar player, who's also my roommate, used to tour with this band as well. And we were friends before that too. I had asked him to be in some local cover rock bands and stuff. And he was like, "Nah, I just took off on tour with this band named Matt and the Herdsmen." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then we just left it at that. And then maybe like 2 years in, he calls me, and he's like, "Hey man, we have an opening on bass. Like, do you want to come on tour with us?" And I was like, "Dude, I don't play bass,
Awesome,
but
bass.
I'm down. I'll do it." And he's like, "Okay, well, let me tell him." And then Matt calls me, Matt Castillo, he goes by now. He calls me. He was like, "Hey man, I heard you play bass, and our bass player is quitting, so we need a bass player." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll do it." But like I told Bethel, like I don't play bass. I'm not really much of a bass player. I mean, I can play, but I wouldn't consider myself a bass player, And so, fast forward, I went on the road, and then we needed a drummer, then. So, I hit up my other buddy, Raul De Leon. He's another guy that used to play locally. We used to play with the Remedy. He used to play with Latin Beat and stuff. And I've known him. He's a great drummer. And I asked him. I was like, "Hey man, we need a drummer for this band. We play a lot out of the valley, and moral of the story, he jumped on, and then everybody slowly trickled out. And then I felt like when we had that band together, we were solid. So I said, when Bethel quit, I was the only one left in Matt, along with some new other guys, and I was like, "Man, I got to do something with those guys. We got to play together." And so when I left Matt, we just started. Actually, we started playing while I was still with Matt. So it worked out great. Bethel's my roommate, and so we're always together. And it just, I said, we need to do something, and we need to do it. We need to do it right, because I feel like we have something here, and we need to.
So you got together
We
with
need
guys
to.
older, not childhood friends.
Yeah, already
or nothing
been through
like-
some breakups.
and stuff like that. Like
Some heartbreaks.
It was already you're older, like in the 20s and 30s right now.
Yeah.
You're saying you're 33.
I'm 33.
And what you just said right now, it caught my attention. You've been doing it for a long time, but you're 33. So what is a long time for you? I mean, you started when you were 20, 25?
Well, I started playing music when I started playing music professionally when I was 18.
18.
I was a trumpet player in high school. So as soon as I got out of high school, I went to college and started playing for a banda sinaloense.
Oh, wow.
Like the big 17-piece
Yeah.
Mexican band. Yeah.
No, I can rock that.
Of course, right.
Well, we're all wearing the same, the same suit on stage, and I used to be a part of that. I did that for a long time, and but just standing up there, it got to be the same thing over and over. It's like, man, I would see the singer, and I'm like, I want to do that. I can do that, and I just never, never gave up. And then I started, and then in college I met a group of, it was called a show choir. It wasn't like a part of it wasn't an elective or anything. It was just like a group, how. And I joined, and I met some people there, and I met this guy. We started a band, and it was called the Dirty Birdies. The Dirty Birdie. It was like a cover rock band, and we would play like top 40s or just cover stuff that you hear at a local bar nowadays, and I think that's around the time that I met Big O, just a long time ago, man.
Yeah, dude. You were doing the scene there at I was doing the open mic scene, and you were doing the Walrus.
Flying
I think
Walrus.
you were
yeah.
gigging at the Walrus actually.
Yeah. This goes back to like 2013.
Yeah, for sure. Somewhere in there.
2012. I know we had our first residency gig at this place called Thirsty Monkey, where they had like $2 Jaeger bombs. It was great, you know. For like
They had the swing. Remember the swing?
The swing,
And
the tire
you
swing
would
on
just-
top
you
of
would
the
just watch
bar.
people eat it, bro, all night
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
There's a swing
I'm not saying
on
that's
a
what I
bar.
did. I'm not saying that's what I did.
It was
like
a tire
like
swing,
a tire swing
on top of a bar,
Yeah.
and the way to get on it.
Hey,
No legal. They didn't have legal.
I mean,
The
the
way-
way are they still rolling?
I have no idea, man. I haven't been downtown in a long time.
Hey, if people are still falling off.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Hey, we're gonna have to edit that
I
one.
remember.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember.
No, I don't remember. Yeah.
That one time I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, but to like get on this swing, you had to climb on top of the bar. Yeah, yeah, I remember.
And then there was
Yeah.
Jaeger everywhere, and that's what happened.
Yeah, and then just from there. But my love had always been country. And I don't know what, it's playing, in the cover scene down here. It's so easy to get just sucked up into this circle, into this cycle of revolving gigs over and over and over and over, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you want to do, but I've always had the mind for something bigger, something more.
That's awesome.
And I've always wanted to, just be the best that I could be and be in the best position that I could be in, so I, finally just snapped out of it and I started another band, did the same thing. Clearly didn't snap out of it, but, and then I took off on tour with Matt, and that's what, when my eyes really opened, I was like, oh, there's a lot more to the music and than just, staying content with where you're at and what you're doing. If you want something to happen, you got to go out and get it. You can't just, I don't know if it happened in the old days or I don't know, where people would say, nah, man, don't worry, you'll get your shot. It's not like somebody's just going to walk in and see you playing and be like, hey, you want a $1 million record deal here? No, it's not like that anymore. Or I don't know if it ever was, but it's to the point where you got to take your chances. You got to risk it. You have to put yourself out there, and I learned a lot from that, and I'm applying all that to this band now, and it's there's a lot of things that I need to learn on the way, but there's a lot of things that I've learned, and it's just a growing process every day, so I started banda, I started playing rock music. I played trumpet for for salsa bands, for cumbia bands, pop bands, and then wedding bands, everything. And
So you're pretty versed in
Yeah.
all kinds of instruments, bro.
Yeah.
I heard the trumpet, the acoustic guitar, bass.
a little bit. I mean, I've just,
Piano.
yeah.
Dude, you're like our Latino prince.
You're
man.
like a Latino prince.
Latino prince?
He played every man. Oh, you're not coming? Oh, don't worry, I got it.
So that's pretty much how it started.
No, but a prince, it could be any prince. I didn't say
No,
you
that-
can nerf that out.
No, that's pretty much how it's.
You're pretty talented. Props, dude. Props.
Thank you,
That's
man.
awesome.
Like you said right now, hey, you can't come. Oh, I'll do it. That's pretty much how it started, because let's say a guitar player wouldn't come, and I'll be like, oh, well, damn, what the hell are we gonna do now? So instead of just moping around, I just learned to play guitar. Or our bass player can't come, so I play bass. The job's got to get done.
It's
So
opportunity.
Nobody's gonna come save you.
nobody's gonna
I
come
know
save me.
that's
I gotta do it. I gotta do it myself.
Somebody doesn't show up, you're there. It's
Yeah.
like- that's what I was telling you about the other video that we did.
Yeah.
Dude, why am I gonna say no to meet Ramonetta in person, talk to, and then I got Isaac to come in,
Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
and it was awesome.
You
We were
can't-
talking about behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah,
This
but
is not live, right?
you can't say Ramonetta story and not tell them.
Oh,
Tell
okay.
them.
Okay, well, me and him were talking behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Let's go back a little bit.
There we
It's
go,
gonna
there
be
we
a
go.
few
Tell them
seconds.
the story.
It was we were talking behind the scenes, and I got that opportunity. And just like you're telling me, I'm sharing it with you because me habla mi amigo Jesse, and he's doing a Latino Tejano, which you want to stay way away from that, right? But you want to go forward to country music. But it was awesome because the guy didn't show up, and the guy said, "You act, Frank. I got a bass player. Come in." I gave this deal to everybody else. Anybody that plays bass, nobody wanted it, and it was a paid gig.
Yeah.
And then we needed a drummer to come in. And I called Bert, and then Bert says, I got it. But then you know how Isaac is, being persistent, and he wanted to change all the production, just like somebody we know.
These are behind the scenes, bro.
Yeah.
But this is right here, dude. You can feel comfortable talk because this guy's gonna edit everything. So
Oh, man, let's go.
To give me interviews over here. He's like, oh, you don't like the Hana music, right? You don't like that Latino stuff. And I'm like, whoa, I never said that.
Hey, how did you go viral? Well,
hey, but no, we're gonna support you in what you want to do. You want to go the genre of country music.
Yeah.
And you just told me. I mean, can I say this or you said it to me?
That's how you perceived it. When you told us that you prefer to do country, that's your passion.
That's my
He
interpretation.
took it as like, why don't you like that? No,
I
we-
thought we
You
were
don't like
together,
silly
man. Hey, I thought we were together.
Yeah, no,
man.
but it's just, yeah. Because
You don't learn stuff that you don't like.
I honestly didn't know who was coming to meet here either. I was like, oh, he just told me Mark. All I heard was Mark, band, album, 3 keywords, and that's all I knew.
You know,
It's all in the memo.
you know,
It's all in my notes.
you know I'm the organizer, right? Like it's in the text.
Yeah. Just
It's in the thread. I keep everybody.
please, please refer to figure one.
Wait,
Hey, are you that one?
Hold on. Wait.
Well,
So
we need that button right now.
Ram Herrera had no band. It was audio, like it was a CD playing.
No, he's
So you was a fake bass player and a fake drum player.
I sent you the video.
Just playing along the tracks, probably.
You did some
Most of the videos
I
are
know
like that, right?
some
They're
videos.
putting the original so you can sound badass, right?
Well, in a music video, yeah.
Everybody's just singing along like they're winging it.
I didn't know that one.
Oh my god, it
Is that
sounds
on,
better
is
like
that
that.
on Music Secrets? It's like,
Well, I don't,
Everyone,
I don't
do
know
you play your own instrument or someone acting?
when. On stage? Yeah, I play my own
Hey,
instrument.
you're not being a video, are you?
On stage?
They're messing.
No, but in music videos, you
Yeah,
don't
for sure.
play.
No, I get it.
It's like the actual track.
Tell
and
these
then-
guys a secret. Tell these guys a secret. I know because I've been around the industry.
Oh, so you were filming a video?
Yes. I sent it to you, Wade. Check
No.
your notes.
I'm sorry, I thought
It
you
is
were.
in
I
the memo.
I heard you
Okay.
say gig.
thought it was a gig.
I thought you said-
I
It's
thought
a
you were.
video gig. A video.
I thought you were playing in front of people, and you were just standing there with the bass, like stroking it.
Oh no, it's a video.
Oh, no.
We didn't talk about it. It's a video gig.
Well,
It's a
you
video.
should tell them because
Okay, there's a video about behind the scenes, and Jesse's gonna hate me because I'm saying this, but hey, Jesse, I love you, brother.
Oh man.
Okay,
Yeah.
man, it would have been so much better if we
So-
got it scandal like Ram and I had.
Ram, I love you, bro. I love you, Ram. I love you.
Thousands of tickets.
I'm all for a Ram. And then the song's pretty neat too. 'Cause it's a catchy phrase. Bengo. Something like that.
Bengali, one word.
No,
I was on a reggae beat.
That's a powerful
Hey,
word, man. That's a powerful word.
If I'm leaving away from his show, it's your show.
No, I mean,
No, it's your show. It's all of us.
Feed it. No, but he's
we're hanging out.
Yeah, so, hey man, so freaking what's the fun, bro? Yeah, what's the fun, bro? Like you're coming up on tour. Where are you going? What do you do when you're not in the same place? Like, do you get to enjoy the cities when you're on tour? San Antonio. Austin,
Man, sometimes it's not really. You know, we once in a while we do, but we show up to load-ins pretty early. You know, so like if we play at 9, we'll show up to a venue maybe like at 3 or 4 and set up. So that means we really only have time to get lunch, and then set up, and then we have a few hours to rest in between, which is where we go home, lay down for a little bit, and then iron our clothes or whatever, get a nap, and then come back to the gig, tear down, then tomorrow do it all over again. So it really just depends on the venue and the city, but most of the time it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Especially when we're opening for artists, opening for bigger artists. It's show up.
We know that, Omar.
Yeah. Show up to the venue. Your call time is 3. Your load in is at 3. So that means your load in is gonna be like at 5 because the headliner wants to take a little longer or the headliner's late. Because we can't set up until the headliner sets up because we have to put all of our stuff in front and then take all of our stuff off once we're done playing. Yeah. So it's a lot of just hurry up and
and shit.
get there and do nothing.
so obviously, right? I'm sorry. I'm getting a scope from the production side of it.
Mm.
So the main group has their instruments already set up. They go away until you're done.
They're supposed to. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you set up in front of their instruments.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to work around their shit. They
Yeah,
just
pretty
show up
much.
and
Yeah,
play.
it's their headliner. That it's their show. They're gonna set up how they set up, and good luck to everybody else. So
You know
sometimes
what
when there's like 3 bands, 4 bands, it's a nightmare, man, because there's a lot of stuff. But at that point, it's they'll have one amp for everybody or one drum set for everybody, and that can be good or bad. It's
You're not
good if
familiar
it's good equipment. Bad if it's not, and you're like, oh well, this is not the way we sound as a band. This is gonna sound a little different, but it's just you got to roll with the punches. You just you
I
gotta do what you
understand.
gotta
I
do,
noticed that as a concert goer,
Mm-hmm.
they got the baddest instruments and the speakers for the main headliner, and then the guys that are opening the little mics, the little speakers, and then eventually it's growing to the headliner. But the thing is, it would be badass if it just had it,
Across the board.
across the board, so it can all sound badass.
Well, we usually use the same sound system. It's not like we're using a different sound system. It's just we're using a different sound guy, so that also has a lot
That
to do with
adjustment
it.
makes it
Yeah, because a lot of the times they have their own. Well, all of the time they have their own sound guy with their own production team.
Is that what makes the difference? It's the speakers are the same, but the sound guy makes a difference.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
okay.
You can have one, shitty speaker and you have one good sound guy, and it'll be, night and day difference. You'll never know that
When
speaker.
you hear that,
That's
who did that?
that's bad.
What happened there?
That's bad. But good sound guys, they are, just any sound guy really. They'll be able to look at the frequencies and kill that frequency, and so they'll be able to do it really quick.
So that's the lack of training of the sound guy, because I've been to concerts que the speakers are ready to blow, man, with that little tweak sound that's really nasty. Dude.
Well, sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes it's something that one of the musicians is doing,
Getting too close
or
to
a
the
battery
speakers.
or a battery goes out, or just some like there's freak accidents, not freak accidents, but freak things that
Shit will
happen
happen.
on stage all the time. Like we can have the same show, the same set list, every show, the same setup, and something will happen in this show that won't happen in the next show, and then something crazy will happen in 2-3 shows down the line that hasn't happened, and like your bass just snaps or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy, because it's happened to everybody, and it happened to me one time. We were playing out in College Station, and we did sound check. Everything was great. We go up. First song. Nothing. I'm playing and I'm looking and I'm like, what just happened? And then everybody's waiting for me, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to move everything on my amp. I'm trying to, check my bass. I'm checking the battery. I'm smacking it. Sometimes you got to kick it so it can work. Just nothing happened. I had to go get another bass. Luckily the headliners were there, and the bass player lent me his bass, and I was like, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, dude, no problem. Here it happens, and it was it's a scary moment, because like you're on stage and there's,
Thousands of
it's
people.
well, not there yet, right? Hopefully one day we'll get there.
I was talking about the headliner.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
but if it's a sold out, it's a sold out concert venue, and they're just like
You can edit.
waiting for you, and it's like, oh man, and now everybody knows because the whole band is looking at me, and I'm like scrambling around, so everybody's like this.
It's all your fault, Mark.
And
It's all
I'm
your
like,
fault, Mark.
crap, dude, like, so just anything can happen at any show, and it's you'll
Have you ever ran off stage crying?
have ever ran on stage crying?
Ran off.
Ran off,
Oh.
ran off stage crying?
Yeah.
No, I've never ran off. I've thrown up on stage and then.
Nice.
So you're
Yeah.
telling me
Wait,
you're
but
a
was it-
drinker or what?
Was it alcohol induced or just or combination?
Or
Um,
stress
Look at you reflecting.
Well,
for the sake of the podcast, it was just a little sick that day.
What? Hey, dude. During your career and your tour, what's the craziest things a fan ever done to you, or specifically you, or I mean, or to the band members? What have they done?
How PG is this podcast?
Bro,
Well, it's gonna be edited.
We're with homies. No, we're with homies. No, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna edit anything out.
It's a video podcast. You know that, right? It's not live right now.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
So we were at the island, and you know, it was around. I don't know. It was summer, spring, around that area. You know, the after spring break, but like before summer. So we're playing there, and man, there's this like, you know, people start to get drunk, and there's this, you know, lady. She's, you know, standing across the dance floor. She's standing there with her dude, but she starts, you know, you could tell that she wants to dance or do something, you know. So she starts lifting up her shirt, and then I look back and I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna see some titties.
Perdónanos, señor. Perdónanos.
Go on.
And then and I don't know if she like heard me or read my mind, but like she comes right up to me. She takes off. She basically like lifts up her shirt, and she's standing like right here. And at that point, I'm singing on stage, and I'm like, do I look? And her dude is standing like right
Wait a
across.
minute, you thought about looking at titties?
Why would
He's like, I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Hey, she wants to show off her titties. Her dude has nothing to do with it. Bro, it's probably with his chick.
Exactly,
I'm gonna look
but
at the titties.
but she like standing right here,
Yeah.
and I'm like on the
Get it
mic.
together, man.
I'm just trying to keep it together because there's families here. You know, there's like little kids
And titties.
and titties. That's the best of.
I'm gonna look at the kids and they've got titties right here.
And I'm like looking at her, and I'm like, yeah, you're right there. You know, you're definitely. And her like they're in my face. You know.
Okay.
And then she goes to the back, and she like starts rubbing stomachs with the bass player, and I'm like, this is
You got jealous.
this is awesome.
You got jealous.
I should have looked at the titties.
Yeah. Oh, I did. And
Band players over
Did
there
you get 40
motivating.
texts from your girlfriend? Hey, we're broken up.
no, because I was like, edit that out of the live videos.
No, we just had an experience today, but I don't know. If
Oh yeah,
Oh.
no, I didn't hear about it. So if you want
You're-
to tell me about that,
Are you married?
am I married? No,
You're single.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you had a girlfriend at the time.
I did have a girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
Did she
different.
get mad?
Then
But I
you're
didn't-
for not looking.
No, she didn't know.
Oh,
She didn't know.
She knows now. It's
She
like,
probably gonna by the
They
way.
have her email directly.
Yeah, but I didn't do nothing, you know,
Yeah, you
like.
didn't.
And then security came and like took her off, and everybody booed her, and it was, you know,
They
boo,
booed the
No,
titties.
no.
the security.
No, oh, they booed the titties.
I was like, there's no way.
They
I
booed
was
the
like,
security.
What were you playing?
I was like, I demand to know what you're saying. I was like, where was this concert? Your people
Yeah,
were booing.
this was at church, by the way.
Oh.
No, it wasn't at church.
South Pine Valley.
Technically, if she was breastfeeding, no one would care.
I mean,
It's.
I wouldn't carry anyway.
Can I ask how old she was?
I want.
She was, I would say, probably late 40s, mid 40s.
Hey, hold on though. I gotta say this, Mark. So I was talking to this friend of mine a while back. We were getting to know each other, right? We're like in the courtship phase, but she's from Africa. So I'm talking to her, and she's like, "Would you like to meet my sister?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Your sister." She turns the phone, and her sister's breastfeeding, and like the kid's like
this took a
4,
turn.
and the kid
That's
turns
the kind of
around,
titty I want to see.
and the kid's like, "Hello," you know, and her mom's waiting, her sister's waiting, the titties are out, and the kid's waiting. And I thought to myself, there's nothing wrong with this. America's dirty.
America's what?
Dirty, yeah. Because like in Africa, they were like, just like,
The first
Oh,
thing that
nice
I
to
think
meet
you're
you.
self-reflecting there on
but you're thinking like, isn't that funny though? Like the cultural difference, bro. Where like the mom's just chilling and then, oh, hello.
It goes
Yeah.
way back to Adam and Eve, bro. And when God they put them in the garden.
Mhm.
Oh, I
they
love a
did-
natural titty.
They did their thing.
These
they
weren't natural,
changed,
by the way.
And then they came back, and then they covered
They were
themselves
covered,
because they became of sin, you know, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
Is that short? That's my input for God, I think.
We went from breastfeeding to God,
Amen.
their feedback, and my only question to you, sir, is how were them titties?
Fake.
Okay.
So she had, I don't know, looked like a newer model.
Okay. You gonna try my
I
sexual
can work with
animal?
that. I can work with that.
Yeah, you know, she was proud of him.
Yeah,
Well, you don't buy a Lamborghini and park it inside the garage.
That's
bro.
true. You know.
that would make sense.
You know.
Yeah, she's
Damn, I
proud.
like that. I never thought
Bro,
about that.
hashtag video that I saw like 3 days ago. Like, oh, I'm gonna take that shit.
I want to. I'll be using.
I'm gonna use that as mine.
Yeah.
He will send you $1,000 if it hits.
Hashtag.
Hey,
So-
you got your next show coming up November 11th, right?
So that actually got moved to November 18th.
Here we go.
Where's that gonna be at?
5x5 in Mission.
Bro.
We're doing the Loud and Clear Festival.
Yeah,
We're,
yeah.
I'm down. I'll be there.
we're actually headlining that festival.
Christina's gonna be there. She was talking about that.
Oh, awesome! Yeah. So our drummer is a veteran. You know, that's why we're part of the
That's
show.
what's up.
He's a Marine veteran,
That's
and
cool.
Hey, 5x5 gives back a lot. So, yeah.
yeah. I think all of their artists are at least one member of every band. They're all veterans. That's how they're playing. You know, I got a few
That's
friends in
super
that. I got a few friends in that lineup too, and that I know they're veterans. So that's a really cool thing that they're doing. So.
Yeah. My brother knows the owner, and they're always doing events. My brother's a firefighter.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's always helping out with the community. 5x5 is
Tell
real
him
big. Yeah,
thank you for your service too. You know, all first responders too. They're
I will,
they're-
bro. I couldn't do that job. Could you be a firefighter, bro?
I mean, I don't.
When my
I don't
brother
know.
started, he was real gun ho about it. Like he was
Yeah.
all about, I'll be a firefighter. He loved it. He's like, "Carnal, you should go for a firefighter." Like, no, I can't do it. He's like, but the agility's not that bad. I'm like, that's not the part. The part is if,
The
if
fighting fires part.
well, I could honestly say, bro, like if my partner is burning in that building, I think I'd be paralyzed by fear, thinking I have a family.
Yeah.
Like I can't go in there, and these firefighters don't think twice.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do that job.
Yeah.
That's why I'm mad enough to
I
say
thought
that
you
I
were
can't
gonna say
do
the
that
opposite,
job.
that you couldn't say no to your friends.
I wouldn't be able to go in there. I'd be paralyzed by fear. Like I'd be too selfish. Like I got a wife.
Yeah.
I got a family. That I wouldn't go in there.
Dude, but wouldn't it look better that my dad died saving his best
Well, that's not my that's not my that's not
Right.
me being a hero. Okay, but good example is the Uvalde shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Look at how many of those cops that didn't go in there.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they should have been one bad motherfucker. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going in. You need to have that mentality. You need to have that heart.
Yeah,
and I'm honest to say that I don't have that heart to go in that building.
Oh, yeah?
We got real deep right there.
Yeah.
I tell you, he made me cry. Breathe.
You got
Oosa.
where's Kingsbury, Texas, bro?
That is about 20 minutes east of San Marcos.
20 minutes east of San Marcos. Hell yeah, bro. That's a good party.
That's it's a nice spot out there. Yeah. Gringo's Ice House, and that's actually straight on.
Yeah, well, that's your shirt.
I asked. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Gringo's Ice House. So it's and honestly, I wear the shirt because it fits. So like it's black and it fits. So yeah, I love it. Yeah,
That's pretty cool, man.
yeah. So that one we have November 24th, and then we're back in San Antonio on the 25th. So those are a few next shows. Yeah, we were supposed to do that Loud and Clear Festival this weekend, but the weather apparently is going to be bad. It's going to be an outdoor festival, so they just postponed it to next week. So
cool, man. We can.
So, I'm sorry.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
You got anything?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go ahead.
You're good.
No,
No,
I don't want to talk.
no,
No,
not gonna do it.
I'll make Mark cry at the end.
Okay.
okay.
Hey, man, freaking. What are you proudest of, bro, in this journey?
Just being able to do it, just saying I'm gonna do it and doing it. You know, sticking to my guns about it, taking a risk and seeing the risk pay off. You know, obviously, there's been some ups and downs, but just not giving up, just sticking to it, just telling myself I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life and doing it. That's what I guess I'm the most proud of, is just doing it, having people out there, relate to the songs, know the songs, and it's just a good feeling. Just
Should you ask the Mount Rushmore question?
Oh,
I think,
perfect.
I think you know what?
He
That's
said a
beautiful.
few.
That's a beautiful segue. You go ahead.
Go
ahead, Frankie. That's all you.
Yeah, because that is true. We got you.
What is your Mount Rushmore of music artists? And give us one song of each that's made you today.
Any genre.
That you would leave behind.
If it's country, I know it's country because you implanted that.
Oh, man.
Any four artists.
Classic, whatever you want. Who would be the 4 people on Mount Rushmore if you go?
for my Mount Rushmore or
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore of
you
the
would
world.
behind.
For you.
What you're doing.
What caused you to
And what's
become
the song
Mark
that you're
Berry,
like,
the Mark Berry that we're gonna see
Oh.
eventually in a few years to come? And all that?
Definitely Alan Jackson.
Okay.
Nice.
He's up there.
Gotta ask, is the conspiracy about a burger and a snow cone true?
Guess you gotta ask him to find out.
Damn, I can't wait. Bro. I want to figure that out, bro. But that went viral. I was like, what? I was like,
Okay,
bro.
another one.
What's the song though? What's the song?
Chattahoochee. That's my favorite song
It
of all
is,
time.
right?
That's my favorite song of all
Every
time.
time.
That's I know exactly.
All day. Number 2, bro. Who's number 2 now?
Number 2 for Mount Rushmore of music. Make a lot of enemies on this one, man. Michael Jackson.
Oh,
That was mine. That was one of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the song?
Was it Beat It?
You can pick only one.
Hey,
No.
was
If
it
I
Beat
could
It?
pick only one song by
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, oh man, I don't know.
Free Willy, bro.
There's so many
We Are the World.
off the wall songs that he had. Off the wall, right? That's not a shout out to off the wall.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Billie Jean.
Nah, man. I think my favorite song by Michael Jackson would probably be. And I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, I just like so many of his songs. There's "Rock with You." And I don't even know. There's so many songs that he has. And
I
just
like when he came out with Rockwell, the second, because I guess that, so it was like a nephew to Rockwell, that guy, I can't even get the, you know that? Well,
I don't
the
know.
Rockwell song.
You're alone. There's an island.
Oh my God.
Cute crickets.
maybe "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough."
Don't
Stop
stop
till
till
you
you
get
get enough.
Yeah, that's
I love
that's
the
like
energy,
iconic Michael Jackson.
Number 3.
Number 3. I'm a devil's advocate. I don't like the Beatles at all, but I think they should go up there.
Wow.
Okay.
They're
You're a first Beatle.
they're iconic. They're iconic. They pioneered a lot of styles. They pioneered just a lot of things in music, and I can't stand them.
And what's the song? What's the song that you respect? That they have?
There's there's one song that I like, but I don't remember how it goes.
Tell me just a little bit, bro.
Na, 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 na,
Google hum.
I don't even know how it goes. There's that Obla Di, Obla Da. That one's cool. I mean,
Okay, I got you.
I don't know that I'm making a lot of enemies right now. Sorry, I'm not a Beatles.
What's your
fan.
fourth one?
What's your 4th one, bro? Who's number 4?
I gotta give it to Bruno Mars.
I like Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars is one of my favorite artists of all time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I try.
Alan Jackson and Bruno Mars.
Because of the piano.
What do you love about Bruno Mars? What was the song that did it?
Man, he's a producer and he can sing, he can dance, he can play.
Triple threat.
So that's he's got great songs. He's bringing back a style of music that was lost for a little bit, and I think he's doing a lot of great things. And if there was a 5th one, I'd say my other 5th.
No.
No.
Go ahead.
I would say Michael Bublé. He's one of my other favorite.
I don't like
artists.
that guy because
No?
I can't say his last name.
But just the talent.
Yeah, just the talent, but people can argue Frank Sinatra. But
Okay, we brought up Frank Sinatra a couple nights ago, and I had shared with him that that's the song that I wanted to be lowered to, as I'm being lowered to the ground Everyone's saying goodbye. I want it my way. What would be your song that you're being lowered to and like you're out?
Man,
Fly with me.
that's a good song. I don't know. A song that it would be lowered to. I don't know. Say it hasn't been written yet.
My song. Write that song. Write that song. For real. Put that heart in it.
Okay.
Put that soul and you're saying goodbye and to everybody. That same Frank Sinatra vibe, bro.
Yeah.
If you couldn't capture that, bro.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
It's like
I'll
Toby
do
Keith doing that one. Don't let the old man in. You know, he's going through the cancer stuff.
Oh yeah, the
What
new
you
one, the
think?
new one.
What's
The new one is
I thought
because
you guys are country.
because you keep that's like the third song that I don't know what you're talking about. That's why they keep with shit that I know.
Remember what I said earlier? I'm a truck driver, so I know a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
doesn't really matter to nobody. But I know a lot of stuff, and I've heard a lot of stuff.
You
And
put
these
that
guys are like in the moment. They went or no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Or so he's what he's trying to say, you know, that do that one song, and I'm just going by what you're saying. Look at Johnny Cash, Hurt.
Oh.
What he did about it, I hurt today.
It's actually not his song though.
He pinched, but he did it.
Who's
It's a
singing?
9 Inch Nails song.
It is Nine Inch Nails.
But they
Bro, I played by 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
That fuck you like an animal.
Yeah, yeah.
When my kids were small, and they're like, Dad, what's this? I'm like, can you three guess which one of you was conceived to this?
El pensamiento como chira, güey, que corre chira. I wanna fuck you like an animal.
Yeah.
So he didn't write the song, but it fit him quite well, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And the video, the way they did it, they show the old house, they show him hurting. You can have
So is
the
that
mountain.
something? So is that something for you as an artist? Like, if you don't write your own song, like it's not the same. Like if they wrote you a song and you sang it, and you
For
own-
me, that's
or you
I'll sing anything. You know, there's a lot of artists that are like, oh, if it's not my song, I'm not gonna sing it. No, I'll sing anything. You know, you write a song for me, I'll sing it. You know, I like to cut other people's songs. You know, because it's one of those things that I should have started earlier. Should have started writing songs at an earlier age. You know, because songwriting is like, you know, working out. You gotta practice, or it's like getting good at something. You know.
Putting the bars
You
together,
gotta-
putting
you gotta-
on music composition.
You gotta practice. You gotta put time into it. You know, you gotta strengthen your vocabulary. You know, it's just like anything else. You know, and I'm at the point right now, man. If I write a song and it's not very good, and somebody else writes a song and it's great, and I only got one spot on the album left, I'm taking the good song. You know, I'm definitely confident in myself enough to say I'm not the strongest writer, but I'd much rather sing a strong song written by somebody else than a song that I wrote that's not, you know.
Pero let me tell
That's
you
very
this.
low.
Let me tell you this, bro. You might not like it, but if you put it out there, your fans might like it.
Well, but there's a
If you don't feel strong about it.
there's a formula to like everything, you know, and I'm sure it is with like comedy. Like you can,
Yeah.
it's just the way things are structured, and you know, it's like you know that it's not a very. It's like making ramen, you know what I mean, or like
I like
making
where this is going.
or making food. You know, like you can have or like spaghetti. You know, let's take spaghetti. So spaghetti.
You smell it.
You boil it, and then you just put the sauce in, and then you have spaghetti. Somebody might like it, but it's not going to be a gourmet spaghetti that you can buy at a Italian restaurant that's got all the bells and whistles in it. You know what I mean? This is not bad, but if this one's better, you would take the better one. You know what I mean? Like that's.
But at what point who decides that? That's what I'm trying to get at. I mean, don't knock your music out. I'm trying to lift you up here. I'm trying to
So
say,
I really-
you write stuff. Let us be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Don't shut yourself down and give yourself. It's like a stepping stone for you. You want to write your own original stuff.
Yeah.
Get it out there.
No,
I
I
don't.
do.
I don't listen to no comic that's gonna tell me I'm not gonna do nothing my way. I'm gonna do it my way. Yes, I take advice from people. This guy has given me so much advice. I bombed one show at the beginning.
Yeah.
The second show, he said, "Oh, I like the way you came out the other." Yeah, because you helped me out a little bit, and we tweaked it. But it was right before a show, like 5 minutes before a show. But don't knock your own stuff down, because we're the self-critic. Some of those worst
Our
critics,
worst critics.
ourselves. And can you see yourself being successful? I mean, that's another thing.
Definitely.
And then that's what I'm saying. Don't knock your original. You want to push original stuff?
No.
Keep writing and keep
Well,
writing and keep writing.
I'm not saying that I don't write good stuff. That's
yeah.
not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that there's some songs that I write that are stronger than others, and those are the songs that I'm going to release. And then the songs that I feel that are not so strong, I'll take them out and I'll ask for help, and then I'll have co-writers on
They're
my
not
songs.
dead yet.
They're not dead. They're just I'm having a
Working on it.
co-writer
Things
make
take-
that song stronger.
It's a
Like
work in
there's
process,
songs
right?
on my there's songs on my album that I'm dropping tonight that I've co-written. There's 2 songs that I wrote with Matt Castillo and then this man named David Banning out of Fort Worth. He's got hit songs with like for Chris Cagle and Cody Jinks, so he's written songs for them. So it's not that I can't write this song. Is not I wrote this song and it sucks. That's where it's gonna die. No, I wrote this song and it sucks. So how do I make it better? Help me make it better. You know what I mean? And that's what we did. And we all did that together. And then I learned a lot just from writing with those guys. And it's just like I said, it's just like a practice thing. You just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I'm not saying that later down the line I'm not gonna write a good song, because I think I've written some pretty good songs. It's just if I have a really good written song by somebody else, I'd rather sing that one too. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop writing songs. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna put out my songs. It's just I have to
Hey, you mentioned
understand the reality of what it is.
Straight up, man. Where can people find you? Where can they get all your stuff, man? Plug yourself, man. Talk to me.
Man, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Mark Berry Band, Mark Berry Band, Edinburgh, Texas. Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, YouTube, TikTok, all everywhere where they stream music. We got 3 songs out right now. We got the album dropping at midnight tonight, so you'll probably be watching this later. So the album's out.
And give them the album name and where it can be dropping, where they can find all that stuff.
I give them more info.
The album is called All on Our Own. It's 8 songs, produced by we produced it ourselves. Got some help from outside. Shout out to Dave Loops. We tracked it at his studio, and Adrian Reyes out of Monterrey. He's the one that mastered it. So we're pretty excited about that. You can find it on all streaming platforms at midnight, and I do have physical copies that I'm going to be putting on my website for sale. Probably next week, or you can come come buy one at a show. Come show your support at a
You'll be
show.
at 5x5 when?
I'll be at 5x5 November 18th. That is a next week, and we'll have our merch table set up there with caps, koozies, stickers, T-shirts, CDs, and all the good stuff. So come out, show your support there, and hopefully the album will be out. You can pre-save it now on iTunes, but it comes out in 8 hours. So
That's what's up.
Congratulations, Mark.
so thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Straight up, man. Mark with a K, berrymusic.com, and they can find all your gear there.
Yeah.
Check out your tour dates, everything you got coming up in San Antonio, across the state of Texas. And shoot, man, can you do us a favor, bro?
On that
Can you look at the camera and just say, Compadres?
Compadres.